Is it true what they say? Once a cheater, always a cheater? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to 5nothing100nothing.com. I am Fugget. That stands for the fittest underdog guru using intelligent tactics. Guys, I want to talk to you about the saying, once a cheater, always a cheater. Well, like everything else, I think that you can't really put that or pin that on every person. And at the end of the day, if you've been cheated on, it's a lot easier said than done. If you've got well-meaning friends and family that just say, you know what, leave them, dump them, don't even, think about going back to them. They're, once a cheater, always a cheater. And that's just the way it is. Well, what your friend or family member has that you don't is they are not emotionally connected to the situation. They're emotionally invested in you and protecting you at all costs, and they don't want you to get hurt again. So it's easy to see their perspective. They're a lot more in their mind than they are their heart. But you, on the other hand, are more in your heart. And you've got skin in the game. You're invested emotionally. So it's a lot harder for you. But let's talk about the different situations, okay, in which you could have been cheated on and, how there's some gray area to all of this. So for one, the simplest one, you start dating somebody, and as far as you know, and it's been well expressed from the other, communicated, that you are monogamous and you're not seeing other people, okay? And people have different levels of what they consider cheating, right? So if they have opposite sex friends and they're talking to them on the phone or hanging out with them, some of you are okay with that. And some people have the boundaries of no opposite sex friends, right? Or, they're texting back and forth with somebody and, you find them either like on a dating app and it's like, wait a minute, hold up, wait a minute. What is going on here? There's something wrong, right? Danger, Will Robinson. That is a very dated reference. If you know that, give me a like and say your name. I'll give you a shout out on the next video. There is, that situation where you find out that, you think you're monogamous and they've been on a dating site, or you find texts in their phone, which again, I don't recommend you go through your partner's stuff. I just think that you need to have a level of trust. And if you don't have that level of trust and there hasn't been any signs of cheating before, you just need to have those conversations and figure out how you're going to get past it. And for that person to clarify, whatever is going on that you're suspicious of, right? You've got that gut thing going on. There's like that pain in the pit of your stomach, like something's wrong, and you need to investigate that. So I have someone close to me in my life that's a private investigator and used to, for a lot of their business, go and do private investigating work to see if somebody was cheating on the other. And I asked him, I said, what is the rate at which you see people that suspect cheating, that their partner's actually cheating? And I was told it's about 9 out of 10. So when he said maybe even 19 out of 20. And he said a lot of times people will see the signs. They might even have evidence right in front of them, but there's still a level of disbelief because their heart's involved and they can't believe that that person would hurt them. So they need somebody from the outside to come in and just make it real for them, right? So that they can believe that that is the case. And it's sad. And I think that's why this person is still single to this day, because he sees the worst in humanity and in potential lying, fraud, cheats, etc. But someone's got to do it, right? So, you have that situation where it's somebody that you're dating, you don't have any financial ties. It's also more complicated if you have kids involved, So if you've had children together, let alone say you're married, or if you just, are have an arrangement where you have children together and either you're dating from another household or in the same household, that can put a real strain too on making it just a clean break. Once a cheater, always a cheater, I'm moving on. It's not that easy. It's really not, because now you've got those children involved and if you can go through counseling or have a level of transparency with each other, with phones, with communication with others, that can go a long way to rebuild trust. It's a long road, but my opinion, if you don't have children or you don't have investments or things that you're financially bound to each other, it is a lot easier to close the door, but every situation is different, right? There's a lot of gray. If you're somebody who was dating somebody who's married, right? And, they've been telling you for 2-3 years they're going to get a divorce, but they don't ever seem to pull the trigger on it, right? You're not to be seen in public with them. They can only see you during certain hours, but nothing ever really changes to where, you see evidence that they're no longer together. They haven't moved out of the house they were in. They are not able to really take a lot of pictures, assuming that's your thing for social media or other things like that. You haven't met their friends or family. Those are another sign, and it's like you hold on to hope that you're going to get this person, but they're not giving you anything to go on, and it's a cat and mouse game, right? You want what you can't have. And the thing is, it's really hard if you're in this to take a step back and say, okay, well, they cheated on somebody else with me. Who's to say they're not going to cheat on me with somebody else? And there's a lot of stories and evidence to back up what I'm saying, that whenever somebody leaves a partner and has the other woman or the other man on the side, and they finally are together, usually something happens, and that because the dynamic of the relationship changed when they were married to another person, and there was a thrill of the forbidden, right? Something wrong that you were doing, and it makes it more, makes it hot, makes it erotic, makes it dirty, right? And that can be, something that can really turn some people on. So, maybe that was a dynamic that made the relationship hot and heavy, so to speak. So, that's another big one, where when you have that person all to yourself, are you going to be happy? Because that thrill of the forbidden is taken off of it. And can you truly ever trust that person because they did cheat to be with you on the side? So it's always going to be in the back of your mind. It's a lingering thought. And it's just something, it is what it is. So you got to make those decisions for yourself. But I thought we'd talk about the once a cheater, always a cheater thing. And I'd love to hear your comments and questions on it. And perhaps we can extend the series. And maybe if there's a personal question or your particular situation that you'd like to talk about further, please hit me up here. Leave a message, in the comments down below. Give it a like, a subscribe, because we're going to the moon. Or to Mars, like I said before. I don't know what it means, but we're going places, kids. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Like, share, subscribe. Take care. Bye.